Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 and the conclusion of a replay between Infi and Fav here on Plunder Isle. The Spellbreakers are now trying to push out and are now going to see this this expansion here and how much gold has been taken from it. So this is just adding insult to injury. Infi, thinking that he had this game locked up, now has to worry about what other expansions are hidden around the map. One Acolyte will fall, another Acolyte going to fall as well, but 3 of the 5 Acolytes are able to escape. And now guard tower is being produced. They were not able to unsummon the gold mine in time, and now the army is going to come in. So, ooh, nice quick death coil to try to take down one of those riflemen. Rifleman is the only unit that can counter those destroyers right at this time. Nothing else can do damage to it. So the riflemen taking a lot of damage right now. Spellbreaker is able to catch an obsidian statue, and no gold, I guess, to upgrade back up. And now we have abominations in the mix as well. So trying to take down that last rifleman is going to be a little bit more difficult than he thinks. And now death coil goes off. We might have a surround on the Death Knight, and the Death Knight is going to be forced to teleport out of here, trying to take down some of these guard towers before, but no, unable to take any of them down. The gold mine is still in play. Gold mine needs to be taken out. And we do have 2 obsidian statues now in the mix. Acolytes now probably going to head over to this natural expansion as well. That gold mine has mined out about 4,000 gold, so that gold mine is going to be much not as useful for Infi right there. So that gold mine is gone, and wow, all of that blight just cleared off in just a second. Town hall now being produced, and now the main army is going to push in. No frost worm at this time, so no frost worms yet, but they are going to be moved in right now. And no, sorry, there is 1 frost worm, so that 1 frost worm will be able to do a lot of damage. Well, not to anything really, except maybe those towers. Those towers, with that normal armor. Wow, we do have a. I guess they're trying to get some absorb mana off, trying to get some additional heals, and that 1 frost worm, trying to do some additional damage. Death Knight now taking some feedback damage from those spellbreakers, and all the peasants have fallen. So now that town hall is pretty much going to fall, and there is no way to get additional gold except through long distance mining using the Walk of Shame. So Walk of Shame, no, not doing the Walk of Shame, and no, yes, is doing the Walk of Shame. No, I can't decide what they're doing. So Fav is going to take this game at this point. There's nothing really that Infi can do. There is no expansion up and running. Trying to deal damage to that guard tower. Probably should just get a abomination in play, frost armor him, and then have that absorb all the damage. Now those guard towers will fall relatively quickly to those destroyers. Destroyers doing magic damage, doing extra damage to that magical armor right there. 1 guard tower has gone down, more units in play, and it's just going to be a micro battle in terms of this last fight, trying to make sure that those obsidian statues continue to heal those low hit point units. Death Knight should probably just death coil that frost worm. He does have maximum mana, and there it goes. So now he's going to once again push back out, getting an expansion up over here at the natural expansion, and now trying to push back out even more. There is 1 low hit point, well, rather 1 or 2 riflemen left in the mix, trying to do a death coil, and now down to 206. Perhaps the Lich will try to do a Frost Nova as well, but not really. The Paladin trying to push back in, the Mountain King pushing back in as well. And we do have a Frost Nova, Death Coil, and the Mountain King quickly gets Holy Light. We do have a lot of damage coming in, and Militia coming in from the back, so not quite sure. Ooh, Lich goes down. So that keeps on trying to heal up that Mountain King, and was unable to get a Death Coil off on that Lich. The Obsidian Statue is there, and wow, Infi doing a great job of just staying in this game, using Militia and being able to push back Fav. So great game. Let's there we do have the Altar of Darkness now regenerating the Lich at this point, and we do have the Haunting of that gold mine nearing completion, and we have the Spellbreakers coming in with the Paladin and the Mountain King and the Rifleman as well. A low hit point Shade, or a Shade, is now in the mix, watching the Walk of Shame, and the Mountain King is shy of level 6 by just a little bit. So if he can get to level 6, the Mountain King will be that much more of a beast, and if the Paladin can get to level 5, that would be very useful as well. The Paladin has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as well, so that Paladin will not be falling anytime soon. We do have 1 Nerubian tower being placed at this natural expansion, or this expansion as well. The army right now, the economic advantage is definitely Fav's right there. Those Frostworms should probably be trying to take down that Rifleman. that Rifleman going to be slow. Oh, we have Dragonhawks in the mix. So Dragonhawks in the mix, able to shackle the Frostworm. Not quite sure if he's gonna get to it. Yes, is able to get to it. Now has to turn around and deal damage to that Dragonhawk Rider. The Paladin's gonna be coming in to try to do some additional healing as well, and the Abominations are in the mix as well. So Abominations there to counter those units or those Spellbreakers. Abomination still taking a lot of damage. Quick bolt on the Death Knight. Death Knight taking some damage and is going to be forced to use the Scroll of or the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability if he's not careful. The Mountain King does have enough mana trying to get in. Oh yes, perfect timing on that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, and Fob is able to save his Death Knight. So that is good. That might be the game right there. That was crucial. Absolutely crucial right there. He was baiting that Stormbolt and he was able to click on it and just use it just in time. And we do have the Spellbreakers now moving in with the Paladin and a Mountain King, and they are going to come across this natural base over here. Fob trying to push in right here. It does have a natural expansion set up, so he does have the economic game. Infi still does not have enough gold to build an expansion over here yet, and does have a Shade in the mix, so knows pretty much exactly what's going on. Acolyte's trying to move away. We will not get to level 5 or level 6 on the Mountain King, and now the Destroyers are going to just start picking apart this army that does not have any anti-air units. And Frostworm now in the mix as well, quickly getting a Frost Nova on that Mountain King. Quick bolt on the Lich. Lich is going to be healed though with no problem. Quick Death Coil to heal, and the Death Knight is going to do some additional damage. Mountain King is going to finally fall. No, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used, once more being transferred, and Death Knight uses a Potion of Healing and is going to use a Scroll of Town Portal. Has to. No, does not use a Scroll of Town Portal. And Mountain King does not have enough for a Stormbolt yet. Is forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal himself, so is unable to take down that Death Knight and teleports back. So wow, what a crazy game right now. So this game is just pushing in longer and longer, and still really no end in sight. The army should probably just try to head to the north and just take down these peasants that are doing the Walk of Shame. We still have about no chance at getting an expansion up at this time, as he's only down to 55 gold. Infi down to 55 gold. Even though he did build a lot of mass towers, he is not going to win this. So, and anyone who says all Infi does is build towers to win, he built the towers and he still lost. Ooh, mineral line, long distance mineral line quickly falling, and Infi is going to take this game. We do have a shackle, but it's going to be too little, too late. And Fob is going to take game 2. So stay tuned for game 3 and the conclusion in a best of 3 matchup between Infi and Fob. I'm not quite sure what the map is going to be on. Units now trying to pull back, and now Infi says GG. So stay tuned for game 3.